Hey guys, welcome back to ABG Spoken English Classes. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 10ನೆಯ ತರಗತಿಯ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನ ಮೊದಲ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠ ಎ ಹೀರೋ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು RK ನಾರಾಯಣ್. ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಠದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಉತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಸಾಗೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಚಾನಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ABG ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವಿನ್ನೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗಲೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಮೊದಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಮೊದಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಹೀಗಿದೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಡ್ರೇವ್ ಹೀಸ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಅ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್? ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯ ತಂದೆಯವರು ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ವರದಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ವರದಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಬ್ರೇವರಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಲ್ಯಾಡ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ವರದಿಯು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶೂರ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಹುಡುಗನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇತ್ತು. ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಇನ್ ಜಂಗಲ್ ಪಾತ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಟೈಗರ್ ಕೇಮ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆತ ತನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹುಲಿ ಆತನಿಗೆ ಎದುರಾಯಿತು. ಹಿ ಪೇಸ್ಡ್ ದ ಟೈಗರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಬ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀ. ಆತ ಆ ಒಂದು ಹುಲಿಯನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸಿ ಗಿಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಂಡ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಕೇಮ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಿಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಟೈಗರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲವು ಜನರು ದಾರಿ ಹಿಡಿದು ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಹುಲಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಂದು ಹಾಕಿದರು. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನಂಬರ್ 2. ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸೇಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಹೂ ಫಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಟೈಗರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀ ಫಾರ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಅ ಡೇ. ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ಹಿ ಡೂ ಸೊ? ಹಾಗೇಕೆ ಆತ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಿ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಟು ಕಿಲ್ ದ ಟೈಗರ್. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಆ ಹುಲಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಲ್ಲಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. ಇನ್ನು 3ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸೇಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ಅಪ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ might have fought with the tiger. Do you think he made this remark out of his belief? Can you prove you have courage? ನಿಮಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯವಿದೆಯಾ? Swami's father said. Was he joking or serious? He was serious, and this we easily surmise from his insistence on Swami sleeping alone in the office room. Question number. Was it challenge or command? ಅದು ಸವಾಲಾಗಿತ್ತಾ ಒಂದು ಆಜ್ಞೆಯಾಗಿತ್ತಾ? It was both a challenge and command. He challenged Swami to prove that he had courage, as he stand was that level. If one small and does not have the strength of a grown up, if one has courage, one can defeat his adversary, opponent. It was the command also, as he would not accept no for answer from Swami. The place where Swami usually slept was. ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮಲಗಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಸ್ಥಳ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಬಿಸೈಡ್ ಹೀಸ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾನಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್. ಆತ ತನ್ನ ಅಜ್ಜಿಯ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಗ್ರೇಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಸ್ ಫಾದರ್? ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ತಂದೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾವುದು ಅಮನೋಹರವಾಗಿದೆ? ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಸ್ ಫಾದರ್, ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯ ತಂದೆಯವರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ದೋ ಹೀಸ್ ಸನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ಅಪ್. ಆತನ ಮಗ ದೊಡ್ಡವನಾಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಸಹಿತ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ 7ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸಹಿತ, ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಸೈಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾನಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಬೇಬಿ. ಆ ಮಗು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು? 7ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸಹಿತ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಶೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾನಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಶಿ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬೆಡ್. ಅವಳು ಮಲಗಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಹೋಗುವ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಇತ್ತು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ವಲ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾನಿ ವಾಸ್ ಲವಿಂಗ್ ಹರ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್, ಪ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶವರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ಲವ್. ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ರಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಪ್ರಿಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್? ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಿಜವಾಗಲೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಾ ಅಥವಾ ಆತ ನಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ನ? ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್, ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಆತ ನಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. To Swami, his father looked like apparition. ಅವನ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಆತ apparition ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಇನ್ನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4. Why do you think Swami looked at his granny and his mother while following his father to office room? ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ತನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯ ಹಿಂದಿನಿಂದ ಆಫೀಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವರ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಕಡೆಗೆ ತಾಯಿ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ? Swami looked at his granny and his mother because he hoped that they would come to his rescue and ask him further not to compel Swami to sleep in the office room. ಆತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಇವರು ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು ತಡೀತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಹೀಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Question number 5. There might be scorpions before your law books, said Swami. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಕಾನೂನು ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಚೇಳುಗಳಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Had he seen them earlier or were there scorpions really? Swami might or might not have seen scorpions. ಅವನು ನೋಡಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ನೋಡದೇ ಇದ್ದಿರಬಹುದು. From the story we can't make out whether he used this an excuse or escape sleeping in the office room, whether he had actually seen scorpions. However, since he uses the word might be while referring to scorpions behind the law books, we can conclude that he was just using scorpions as an excuse not to sleep in the office room. Next question ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 20 B. Was it trick to escape from his father? Yes, absolutely. It was a trick to escape from his father. Share your responses. Third, Swami wished that a tiger had not spared the boy, which means ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯವರು ಬಯಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಏನಂಥೇಳಿ, ದ ಟೈಗರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೇರ್ಡ್, ಆ ಮಗು ಅಥವಾ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದಪ್ಪ, ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಅ ಬಾಯ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್, he did not want the boy to be alive. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆ ಮಗು ಬದುಕಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. As silence defined in the room, what was Swami reminded of? As silence defined in the room, Swami was reminded of all the stories of devils and ghosts he had heard from his Chammani, and the stories about Muniswami's father and his 4th class student who had been carried off by ghost. Question number 3. Which place in the room did Swami think was safe and comforting and reassuring? Swami thought that it would be safe, compact and reassuring under the smooth. Next, which place in the room did Swami think was safe and compact and reassuring? Swami thought that it would be safe, compact and reassuring under the bench. Swami touched the wooden leg of the bench in the room instead of Granny. So, Swami was moving creature. Swami saw a moving creature in the room. It was, see, a man. Sure responses 4. Who cried, "Ayyo, something has bitten me"? The burglar cried, "Ayyo, something has bitten me." Who did father, cook and servant stumble upon? ತಂದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅಡಿಗೆಯಾತ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. Father, cook and servant stumbled upon the burglar who lay amidst the furniture. Why were congratulations showered on Swami? Congratulations were showered on Swami because unknowingly he helped to catch the most notorious housebreakers of the district. Question number 4. Do you think Swami really wanted to join the police? If not, what did he want to be? The answer is no. Swami was not interested to join the police. He wanted to become an engineer, driver, railway guard or bus conductor. Did Swami muster up the courage to sleep alone after the burglars incident? No. Swami did not have much courage to sleep alone even after the burglars incident. Who supported Swami, his mother or granny? His mother supported him. Think about text. A report about a boy in the newspaper was an unexpected event in Swami's life. Justify. Yes, if his father had not read about the bravery of the village boy, he would not have started comparing Swami with him. He would not have challenged, challenged Swami to show his bravery. It is unfortunate for Swami that was such a real incident take place and guest reported Hindu newspaper and catches the attention of the Swami's father. Yes, indeed, the report about the boy in the newspaper was unexpected event in Swami's life. Swami made a comment on newspaper report. Was he right? How did his view differ from that of his father? Swami made a comment on the newspaper report. No, he was not. But according to his belief, to face the tiger and fight with it means definitely he should be grown up. Swami's strength and age are not important to fight, but Swami's father's view was different. To support his view, he gave an example such a man may have the strength of an elephant and yet be covered. He does not if he does not fight at all, whereas another may have the strength of the strong. But if he has courage, he can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. Question number 3. What desperate attempts did Swami make to escape from his father? When Swami's father challenged him to sleep alone, Swami hoped that he was only joking. He mumbled yes weakly and tried to change the subject by talking about his cricket club. Swami, who was terrified of sleeping alone, tried desperately to make his father change his mind. First of all, he tried to challenge his topic of speaking up to his father about the new bats and balls and the decisions the cricket club to admit even elders. When his father kept to When his father kept to his decision, he tried to postpone the date by promising to see alone from the first of the next month. Next, and he pretended to have fallen asleep next to his granny with the blanket covering his face. But when his father pulled the blanket away and ordered him to sleep alone, as the last request, he pleaded with his father to allow him to sleep in the hall instead of the office room, but all these attempts turned out to be futile as his father remained resolute his decision. Why did Swami conclude that her father's proposition was frightful? Swami had a habit sleeping beside his granny. He was afraid of sleeping alone. In this condition, Swami concluded that his father's proposition was frightful. Question number 4. As night advanced, Swami felt that something terrible would happen to him. What would it be? How would it be happen? Devil in the banana tree. Muniswami's father spat out blood. His thoughts a chain. Linked like a chain. Swami thought that something terrible would happen to him. The ghost may have the curry with him. All these thoughts made him. Next question. Fifth question is over. Now we are going to discuss sixth one. There was absolute silence in the room. In spite of it, some noises reached Swami's ears. What were they? The different kinds of noises that reached his ear added to Swami's fear. In the stillness of night, even usually sounds added the Swami's nervousness. The ticking of the clock, the rustle of the trees, snoring sounds, and the humming sound of the night were the different sounds of the rich Swami's ears in the stillness of the night. Narrator Swami's dreadful experience when he was lying under the bench. Though Swami fell asleep when he slept under the bench, he was troubled by nightmares. He dreamt of the tiger chasing him and his inability to escape. As his feet were stuck to the ground and would not move, the tiger was at his back and he could hear the claws scratching the ground. There was also a loud thud. Swami desperately tried to open his eyes but could not finally. When he opened his eyes, he realized that he wasn't next to his granny. In this wakeful state, he was in for another horror. He could sense something moving down, and his thoughts it was the devil that had come to take him. In this desperation, he hugged it with all his strength and bit into it. How was Swami honored by classmates, teachers, and headmaster? Swami became a hero in one night. The next day morning, congratulations were showered on Swami. His classmates looked at him with a great respect. His teachers patted his back and felt very proud of him. Headmaster praised him as a real scout. Even the police were grateful to him for it. Question number 9. Why did the father want Swami to sleep alone in the office room? Father wanted to sleep alone in the office room to prove courage is everything. According to Swami, age and still more important is adventurous tasks, but the Swami's father's view, strength and age were not so important. Courage is all. To prove Swami had to courage, he should sleep alone in the office room. Why do you think was wiser, Swami or his father? Justify your preference. According to the prose, Swami was wiser. Swami was afraid of darkness and loneliness. When he saw something was he felt that his end had come. He assumed that the devil would pull him and tear him, so why he should wait? As it came nearer, he travelled out from the bench, hugged it, and used his teeth like a mortal weapon. This shows. Why did Swami feel relieved at the end? When their father returned home from the club that night, he asked his wife about Swami. Swami, as usual, slept beside his granny. Father thought that Swami slept before he could return home to avoid him. So he said that he was very clever for that. Mother lost her temper and supported Swami and said that he can sleep wherever he likes. Suppose you are Swami, write a brief letter to your friend describing how it helped to catch the burglar in our house. Here the letter. Malagudi, 10th December. Malagudi, 10th December 2021, from Swami, second form, Malagudi, to Raju, son of Muniswami, second cross, Vidyanagara, Madurai. My dear Raju, how are you? I am fine and my friends too. My granny asks you often, how is your school and friends? I hope you are also fine there. Last week, my dad ordered me to sleep in the office room alone. You know that. Till today, I sleep beside my granny. I was afraid very much, but I had to obey my dad. And I am expecting your early reply. Convey the regards to my family members. Your loving friend, Swami. Some describing words, the characters of the story. A hero given. Swami's father disciplined, authoritative, mother caring and protective, Granny innocent, Swami tricky, helpless and nervous. Enrich your vocabulary. Homophones, to, road, peer. ಇವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಾಗಿದೆ, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. Fill in the blanks with choosing the appropriate word and complete the story. Story, night, fair. Scramble the letters and to form the words. Flatter, doubt, tragedy, fragment, alert, scarcity, sympathetic. ಪುಸ್ತಕನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಉತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಲಿಸನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಉತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ವೈ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡಯಲಾಗ್ ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಲಾಟರ್? Because the actor said the dialogue in the wrong way. It was like a joke, so they burst into laughter. Do it practically, and if I had been an actor, I would have practiced correctly. And learn grammar through communication. Some sentences are given. Request. Use of modals. Request. Seek permission. Seeking permission. Order. Will you return my library books? Would you let me carry the files for you? May I see your essay? Do you want me to switch on the fan? Would you bring the books to my office? So dear students, ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಚಾನಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ABG ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವಿನ್ನೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗಲೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.